Still no weapon, man. I haven't done any fishing in today, but yeah, we still are sticks. We got the same weapon we've had since 23, so it is what it is, man. Oh man, I just woke up, dude. My wife's in the hospital still. She's okay, but hospital. I wish I didn't have to work tomorrow, but I do. Today, I guess, not tomorrow. That reminds me, I need to tame. Need to upgrade my pets, Hal and Bite. I think we're looking at a crag coyote for the next upgrade. Let me check. Put Petopia really quick. Pretty sure it's a crag coyote. Or a feralus wolf, I would imagine. Curious how. I'm on bite rank. What am I on? 4 or 5? 4. Bite rank 5. Okay, let's see. Just Swallow Marsh. Ooh, no, still 35. Take a look at Furious Howl. It should be. Yeah, Long Tooth Runner. Feralus. And Just Swallow Marsh. Okay. Yeah, we need to hit. Well, yeah. So we're not quite there yet because the long tooth runner is level 41, so we're still off. Can't get the new Rake Bite though fairly soon, like really like next level. Yeah, there's a lot of chests actually. I was trying to work my way into the. If you're in the Centaur area in Desolus, there's a bunch of chests um, inside little tents. The problem is it's dangerous going to those tents because you get the problem is the centaurs are very similar to raptors where they call out, which summons all the raptors nearby to come and help. So and they're fairly dense in those camps, so it's a pain. I tried to get in there because I know there's a bunch of chests. Like if you go to Desolus, actually I know where all the chests are in Desolus. There's quite a few good spots. You're over here. There's a chest right 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 here. If you go down into Centaurs, which I think, if I'm looking at this map right or down here, there's chests in these encampments here. But again, man, those stupid centaurs, they love to summon each other to help each other out, and it can be really annoying. Oh, and 1,000 needles? What level are they? Yeah. Well, it depends on what level they are. The next spot for us really is Dustwell Marsh. Just the fishing. Fishing in Dustwell Marsh is good. Actually, this is a good time to go fish because um, excuse me. Yeah, we'll go do some fishing in Dustwell Marsh here pretty soon. These probably. Sore throat. I think I caught something at the hospital. I actually feel like I am sick right now, and I was not sick before I went to the hospital today to visit my wife. I wonder if I didn't catch somebody in the hospital. Oh yeah, you had a little scare. Yeah, hold on a second. Actually, my music's kind of screwed up at the moment. I just woke up, so you have to forgive me. All right. Turtles. Well, thanks for swinging by, D. Hopefully you'll enjoy your stay. Just grinding, man. This is the melee hunter, man. We can only use gear we craft ourselves. We can only use weapons that are found in a treasure chest or in a fishing crate. So finding weapons is incredibly difficult for this character. That's just the way it goes, man. All the gear we have is gear that we crafted ourselves. I feel like, do I not have the buzzard quest? We are in 1,000 Eels. Yeah, we've already done it. Okay, we already did it. Thought so. Well, we're getting a lot of leather. Gear wise, we still need more leather for sure. There is I did just get a recipe not too long ago for a Murloc breastplate, which is it's eight strength and 8 stamina. So it's an improvement over my current chest in that it's got 8 stamina, where my current chest piece does not. So my current chest piece does have agility, but it's 8 agility, 8 spirit. I actually would rather have the 8 strength and the 8 stamina and slightly higher armor rating, just because in hardcore, health pool is probably king. And it's just nice as a melee hunter to have armor. To have stamina. It's actually nice. Very nice, yes indeed. But you know what? I think I'm just gonna go clear out my inventory right now because it's full. We've got a couple quests we can turn into. Melee is just a personal challenge that I've set for myself. Leveling a regular hunter is just too easy for me. I don't really find it challenging. So, and I like melee hunter. Melee hunter's kind of fun. Obviously Blizzard. I mean, there's a lot of cool things we could do to make melee hunter 10,000 times better, but that's kind of a topic for a different day, really. But yeah, so just doing the melee hunter only. I can't use any ranged abilities. When I was a level 1, when I created this character level 1, the first thing I did was unequip everything and sell it to the vendor, and then I had to punch mobs in the face until I found a weapon. First weapon I got was a light scimitar from a chest near the Harpies outside of Darnassus. So that was the very first weapon we ever got. And of course, getting the pet at level 10 was a huge deal, but just getting to level 10 was a grind because we had to punch mobs in the face. We couldn't use any of the weapons because we hadn't found any yet. And we didn't have any gear either, so we just ran around Darnassus. You run around Darnassus, you kill the deer. There's tons of deer in Darnassus. You just run around and kill deer. Quite a bit. And load lightning. What is this? And craft some low-level stuff. Oh, see, I knew I didn't. I knew I was missing a quest because I was killing those buzzards. Telling me I didn't need them. Let's. What can we dump? Strength for veil. Dump this one up.
Time is money, friend.
Yeah, it's totally RNG based, and normally I'm pretty lucky with RNG, but I gotta tell you, I have not had good luck on this character. Like, I have looted 40, 50, 60 different fishing crates without getting any weapons. Like, without getting any I can use. I did get a weapon in a fishing crate out in Desolus, um, and it was a beautiful weapon. It was 29 DPS per second. It was 3.8 attack speed, so it would be huge crits with Raptor Strike. But guess what? It was a two-handed mace. The only weapon hunters can't use. Hunters can use every weapon except maces. So it was like a kick in my nuts, man. It was just like the game like making fun of me. I was just like, "Are you kidding me? The only weapon that I can't use." So it was quite annoying. I wonder if this will. 1 second. Let's see if that. No, he does not like that meat whatsoever. Let's get rid of this. That. Um, be good.
You have a great day now.
Yeah, you have a great day too, Biznitch. Um, yeah. So we've basically been using this Brittle War Axe of the Wolf since level 25. I found this in a fishing box at when I was level 23. I actually looted this when I was level 23, and been using it since 25 because the weapons has a level requirement of 25. Level 35, nice. But yeah, RNG has not been our side, man.
Kept in the dark. Am I so useless? Mouth folded shut, and I'm feeling restless. All the seams erupt, tearing from the inside, jagged little cuts. It feels like war this time. The ground was bare. I tried to drown the emptiness, couldn't turn it all around. Shudder, see the world fly by like images on fire. If only I knew better. Show me something real, make me feel alive. Nothing to conceal, dress me up in all the lies. Everyone is someone, half the speed of light. I don't wanna get it wrong, but it's too late to make it
Yeah, we are at the mercy of RNGesus, man, and RNGesus sometimes can be very unkind.
watching from a distance in a crowded room, looking over silhouettes, hoping just to find you. All I knew was lost, fading on
I do not stream on Twitch now. I mean, I've got a Twitch account and I have streamed on Twitch before, but I don't really care for Twitch. I like YouTube a lot better. I don't use. I'm not really planning on running too many. I mean, we'll run dungeons at higher level, like maybe when I'm like 50 or something. We might do some BRD or something, but currently I haven't really been doing a lot of dungeons. I kind of do. So I'm a kind of a solo player in general. I don't group a ton. In hardcore, I don't group a lot just because I don't know these people. Like, I don't really like to group people that I don't know because it just kind of sucks. You like level to 30 or 40, then you get in these groups with people you don't even know, and they turn out to be like shitty players, and a little bit easier as a hunter. We have feign deaths, we have some options, but I don't group a lot. And also, since this character can't use gear that she can't like equip any gear that she hasn't crafted herself, or weapons, obviously that come from treasure chests or like fishing crates. Doing the only thing we're going to get out of dungeons is just experience. We're not going to get it. We can't use any of the gear that we get from dungeons. So the only benefit of doing dungeons would just be XP. So it's like, is it really worth the risk of running with a bunch of people you don't know just to get some experience? You know what I mean? Let me. I gotta go blow my nose. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna take a quick AFK. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna blow my nose. All right, I'm back. I mean, I probably should stream on Twitch if I wanted to build my audience, but I just don't like the Twitch platform. It's all the ads and shit. It's all the bloat and the clutter and the ads. I don't care for it, man. gonna try something. See how tough these guys are. We'll pull one of the mobs off by casting a heal. Should pull one off. Ooh, they really like my pet. Interesting. There, finally pulled him off. Yeah, it takes too long to kill him. They must have this shell must give them high armor. They have the high armor. Here we go. Okay, now this could be an upgrade right here, baby. We could get an upgraded weapon in this chest right here. So maybe you guys can see RNG working in my favor, right? Someone had said yesterday there's no treasure chests in Thousand Islands, and I said that's actually not true. There actually are treasure chests right in this area right here. This could be an upgrade. Like, God willing, we get an upgraded weapon. You know, we've not had good luck, but and of course no weapon, but every time you open a chest, there's always a chance, man. There's always a chance. Any more chests? I don't know. If I have, I haven't trained it. I don't really worry about trying to find chests with Eli because, like, what's the point? Like, I mean, I guess it could be useful, but I kind of know where most of the chest locations are in WoW because I played WoW for so long. So I don't really need to, like, look. I pretty much know where they are, usually. You know what I mean? But yeah, I can see where in some cases it might be beneficial to be able to check to see if it's in a certain location before you go, you know, down into that location. And I do not feel good. I definitely feel like I'm sick. I bet you anything I caught something when I went to the hospital. Now, how can my inventory be full? I just cleared my inventory, right? Like just a few minutes ago. How can she be full, Morpheus? Yes, Morpheus. How can my inventory be full already? Oh, we picked up some junk here. We don't need heavy stone. We're never gonna need heavy stone. Fish. We need heavy hide. Like to level leatherworking at this point, like the fastest way to level leatherworking is to really get more heavy hide because it just reduces like drastically reduces the amount of heavy leather I need to craft certain items. All right. I don't. There are some light feather recipes. There's long tail feathers, but I don't know if I'm gonna be using.
Off and away. Be seeing you.
Mm,
Alrighty then.
let's just that. All right. So we need the hollow bones and. Sorry. Hmm.
say. Never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong. It never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown. Now it's getting colder. Driving in my car. Some things never feel the same. Don't know where to start. It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me.
In your damn mana burn.
I still
I hate the mana burn.
want you here. Here we go again. The same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart. I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown.
Ah, what am I doing? I waited too long to faint out there. I think I'm half asleep, guys. It is 3:42 a.m., so a little tired.
Days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a meltdown.
Oh. Alright, so much for this zone. I think this zone is done. Probably hitting some fishing nodes next. There are more islands. See what we can get from fishing.
Yo. Talk to me. Glad I could help. Hurry back.
West.
I get the best deals anywhere. Be gone.
Greetings.
Badlands.
Very well then.
How are you? Watch your back. Off with you. Be good.
Get Ratchet. Here, Ratchet. A quest there to turn in. I don't know if I have. I don't think I have the flight path to Ratchet. I think I actually have. I think I do. I do. I hope I do.
Dream of you at night. Wake up and then you're gone all the time.
That chest location real quick.
Lost in you. Lost in you. If only we could fix it. Make it all okay. I would tell you
I
something
don't see anything.
different. I know just what I'd say. All the time when you turn,
Hey, Strafe, what's up, man?
I would
I'm tired and I feel like I've got a cold or something. I feel sick. I had to take my wife to the emergency room yesterday. She's got a infection in her colon, which I mean, my wife has so many medical issues. It's just awful. But I was in the hospital for about 5 or 6 hours, and I feel like maybe I caught something from the fucking hospital because felt fine when I went there. But man, I do not feel good right now. Message of the nerve. Thank you, man. Alright, let's See what we can do here. We got a banker over here. I don't know if we have much room in my bank, but let's check it out. Now, if there's a general vendor here, we can go ahead and craft a few items. Just clear out some inventory space. If there's like a general goods. I think there probably is in the
Time is money, friend.
butcher. Well, we could probably use wild hog, I guess.
Keep it real. Time is money, friend. Keep it real. Yeah, what do you want?
Is there not a trade good person here? This master goblin engineer, fire, got banker.
Talk to me.
Oh, that bank looks fast, doesn't it? Grab these out of here. I don't really think we need Naga scales, but definitely don't need raptor hide. I don't think we need cured medium hide anymore.
Right back.
Just random junk in the bank, you know?
Interesting. What's up?
Don't need this, don't need this. I don't think we need elemental air. I don't think we need long tail fire. Let's check it out though. Let's just double check really quick. Here's Sever. This is kind of where I'm at right now. I'm kind of crafting in this region right here. So we don't need. Doesn't look like we need elemental air. Kind of scales. We got scorpion scales. We're definitely gonna be using scorpion scales soon because we need to. We're gonna be making that stuff, and definitely gonna want turtle scales. Turtle scale gloves are nice, but we don't need this or
Glad I could help.
Welcome.
we do have ratchet. Sweet. Sweet. I wasn't sure if we had ratchet or not. Nice. An eye on the coast over here. We're gonna have to do some fishing. Our best chance to get an upgrade is via fishing. Like stuff that drops out of fishing crates. There's just a better drop rate, unlike unlike weapons and rings and items. Like so, we can also get rings and necklaces from treasure chests and crates. It's the only way we can get those things. So crates are incredibly important for us. Yes. The beauty that is. I guess, what is it? What is the zone we're in? Daenerys, I guess. The beauty that is Daenerys. You just finished Sunken Temple? Get anything good in Sunken Temple? You got all the loot? Oh, man. Okay, we've got somebody fishing here. Klein, I guarantee you he's fishing. A couple high levels over here. So Klein, you fishing? You taking all my nodes, man? We might be high enough to go all the way. There's a way, I know a really good way to farm, like, nodes, but there's a lot of murlocs, so I'm a little concerned about doing it, because the murlocs, I believe, are 36, 37. It might even be higher level than that. Yeah, so these murlocs are 37, but you have tons of fishing nodes all through this area here. They extend all the way to right about here. And there's a floating wreckage right there. See that floating wreckage? Actually, we can run. It's quite a bit of a run, but we could run from Ratchet to that location. But it would be a pretty good run. Oh no, I think... Oh no. I mean, the cookbook. Need the book to go past. Yes, that one. Yeah, where's the lake? It's let's see, Ashen Vale. It's in this lake, Mirstral Lake. A building on the north side of Mirstral Lake in Ashen Vale. Alright.
Hey there, just passing.
Goblin sponsorship. Speak with somebody in Moody Bay. Yes. Accept that quest. Turn this other quest. Here.
What's up? Have a good one. Keep it real.
To someone in the Shimmering Flats. Ooh, 20 silver. Yeah, 20 silver is a lot of money, so go ahead and do that. So we're gonna fly back to Zagadgeton just to turn that damn quest in. Let's go to Theramore first. Do I play Elder Scrolls Online? I have played Elder Scrolls Online. The problem I have with Elder Scrolls Online is I'm not a big fan of the combat in Elder Scrolls Online. But actually the biggest problem, I played Elder Scrolls Online on and off through the years. And I can never figure out why I didn't like the game. And I actually finally figured it out. I don't like Elder Scrolls Online because the leveling is so, like, Care Bear. Like, it's so, like, there's absolutely zero challenge. Like, when you're just fighting regular mobs doing quests and stuff, like, there's no risk of death at all. So it's incredibly boring. Like, there's no challenge to anything. You know, and I like there to be some challenge. I want, you know, like, some risk of death. And I feel like in ESO, when you're leveling, it's just brain dead. It's like totally brain dead, and that really turns me off. And it took me a long time to figure that out. I could never figure it out because like the game's got nice visuals. It's got that kind of Skyrim, you know, that Skyrim feel to it. You know, we got the Elder Scrolls. But man, that last time I played, I realized that's what it was. I realized it was just there was no challenge to the leveling. It just felt like this really boring hurdle that I just had to get over to get to max level. And I didn't really like the combat system. The combat feels clunky and well, there's Klein, so maybe he's not doing fishing. He's fighting. That's good. I was worried he was fishing. So yeah, but I mean the game is obviously it's a good game, but like as far as the leveling experience, like leveling in like vanilla WoW is 10,000 times better. Leveling in Guild Wars 2 also is a lot better. Guild Wars 2 has like some world bosses, has some elite like mobs that are like more stronger than other mobs that are challenging to fight. So it's just much more enjoyable leveling in Guild Wars 2 or WoW. I'm just talking about the big MMOs, right? Like the other big MMO is of course Final Fantasy, but Final Fantasy I don't like I like the story. The story of the quest is the storyline is really good, but I don't like the zones. The zones are just very. You feel like a hamster being funneled through these little tunnels. It's Final Fantasy has never felt like a wide open. The world never feels wide open. It feels like a Lost Ark style map where there's just like these little pathways. Like if you start auto walking in any path in Final Fantasy, you're gonna run into some sort of obstruction arc right away. That's not the case in games like Guild Wars 2 or WoW, where I can just point my character and just start walking, and I could walk for a long ways before I hit anything because it's just much more open world. But having said that, I actually enjoyed the PvP battlegrounds that they had in Final Fantasy, although I think they got rid of some of them, which kind of sucks. I think last time I played, they were actually going to take down some of the battlegrounds, which is weird. But my favorite MMOs are World of Warcraft and probably Guild Wars 2. I like BDO, I like Black Desert Online, but at max level, I feel like there's not a lot to do unless you're a PvP player. I mean, there's tons of stuff to do if you really enjoy crafting and life skilling. There's tons of stuff to do. But WoW is consistently vanilla WoW when I'm playing like hardcore or something is consistently the most enjoyable MMO. But we have some MMOs coming down the road. Scars and Honor playtest is on the 30th this month. That'll be interesting to see. I hate the freaking visuals in Scars and Honor. It's like some shitty WoW clone graphically. I hate the graphics. Can't stand the graphics in Scars and Honor. Feels like a kiddie game. I feel like I'm playing Dora the Explorer or some shit. You know what I mean? But really, the MMO I'm looking probably forward to the most is Chrono Odyssey, because I played Chrono Odyssey last playtest and I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. Chrono Odyssey is a lot like New World. Like the crafting and stuff is almost like they obviously ripped it right off of New World. Like even like the interface is New World's interface. They stole a lot from New World. But I do like the combat in Chrono Odyssey. I just hope they haven't nerfed it too much because there were people complaining about the chain windows. Like if a mob attacks you, you have a certain amount of time to like parry and block. And there were Care Bros complaining about, oh, it's too difficult. There's not enough time. I don't have enough time to block. And I'm like, that's just because you're not any good. I hate to be cruel, but you're just not good at the game. And so they were complaining, and of course the feedback on Steam said that they were looking at adjusting some of the things, which I was not happy of. I'm never happy of making a game easy. Like, to me, the more challenging a game is, the more fun it is, because the more challenging an obstacle, the more sense of accomplishment and satisfaction you're going to have when you get past the obstacle. That's just life, right? Like, if passing the bar exam to become a lawyer was easy, everybody'd be a fucking lawyer, right? A scumbag lawyer. But it's not easy. That's why when people pass the bar exam, they go out and get drunk and celebrate, because it's difficult, right? So everybody could be a brain surgeon, maybe they would be, but it's not easy, So I hate these MMOs that cater to the Care Bears, and they do it because they cater to the mass public, right? They cater to the masses, and if they make games difficult, it filters out people that just don't want to play it because they find it too difficult, which is unfortunate, because these people that find the game too difficult, they need to learn that don't look at it as difficult, look at it as a challenge. Look at it as a challenge to be overcome. Challenge yourself. Not just in video games, but man, challenge yourself in life, right? I hate to see that, you know? Yeah, I'm off my soapbox, man. I'm off my soapbox, I promise. Yes, Morpheus, we are off the soapbox. Hey, Turtle, get out of my fishing pool. Look at this jackass. I'm like, really? Seriously? Wasn't there another fishing pool right here? Did somebody fish it? I didn't see anybody. I could have sworn there was one right there. Yeah, we're still like these Murlocs are 37. I really don't want to get in a battle with a bunch of level 37 Murlocs. That's not going to be fun. Ooh, yes, a floating wreckage. This is what we're after, boys. This is what we're after. Probably should have used a fishing lure. I don't know if fishing skill translates to drop rate. Like, I don't think it does. I don't think if your fishing skill is higher, it gives you a better chance to get better loot. I don't believe that's the case. I think it's just whether or not you actually catch something. But we'll use a fishing lure just in case. But all we got was the strangle kelp, so I'm not feeling good about this one. They're gonna screw me and give me another strangle kelp here. Let's see. Come on, give me the loots. Well, told you. I knew. Once they gave me the one strangle kelp, I was gonna fucking give me another one. And this one's gonna be a third strangle kelp. I'm calling it right now. Of course, Roam Zero and Black Label. I mean, we want the chests, man. The RNG is just kicking me in the nuts right now. It's just kicking me hard. The RNG has not been on our side, Strafe. It's just laughing at me. I've had the worst. This is the worst RNG I've ever had on a character. Like, seriously. It's like, get my pet out in case we accidentally aggro. Also track humanoids. We do not want to get in combat with these Murlocs. Well, this one's only 36 though. But I still really don't want to tussle with them too much. And this one's only 36. Let's take this guy down to Chinatown. Let's see how tough you really are, Murloc. Alright, we're going for it. We saw floating wreckage over here. We're gonna take a look and see if it's still there. When we were flying to Ratchet. We're just gonna go see if it's still there. There it is. It's still there, so it was worth coming over here. We spotted this floating wreckage from the air. Yes, that's why it's always good when you're flying to take a look and see if you can spot stuff in the water. The off chance it's there. Yeah, this new generation of people, I totally agree. They just, of course, strangle kelp. Thank you, man. They just do not like me today. Yeah, there's no accountability whatsoever. Yeah, it's this generation now is just it's pathetic, dude. It's fucking pathetic. I'm glad I'm not going to be around to see the way the world's going. I'm not really. I'm kind of glad I won't be around to see it. You know. I'm 56 years old, man. I've been around a long time, and I do not envy what the world's going to turn into in 20 or 30 years from now. The only thing that's good about where we're going is you're going to see a lot of cool stuff, technology, for sure, right? But the way people are going, like with their interpersonal skills and like how they view life, from like and how they view the world, I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. And of course, more crap. So, unfortunately, we just got the one, but we did get one chest, so you never know. Maybe one of these chests will have an upgraded weapon. Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah, I think it's going to be real bad. I totally agree. I don't think it's going to be good. The world isn't getting better, in my opinion. It's getting worse. Technology has been. I think about this a lot. I think about, has technology been even a benefit to us? I mean, I feel like the world was better before the internet. Before the internet existed, people focused more on their lives, and they're, going out and meeting, doing stuff, being, having real relationships, meaningful relationships, not this just kind of, yeah, I just met this moron on the internet and we're best friends. You're not best friends. You talked to him twice and you're best friends. What? So I don't know. I think the internet overall has been probably more of a negative thing than a positive thing. I mean, because it's really driven the whole like woke culture and all that kind of nonsense, and just the fact that nobody has thick skin anymore. Nobody can take any kind of a criticism whatsoever. Everybody is a bunch of, for lack of a better word, the PUSS word, but everybody's just weak and nobody wants to work hard. Like the worst thing with the millennials, man, like I see them at my company all the time, is they feel like they're entitled. Like they come and they work at our company, they work at a job for like a year or two, and they feel like they're entitled to like this big raise and big promotion. I'm like, I've been working at that company for 20 plus years, and you don't see me crying about a raise and a promotion. I'm like, if I deserve one, I'll get one. I'm not gonna sit there and be all pissed off and because why am I not promoted yet, dude? You worked there for a year, and you think you should be like some top dog? That's the way it is now. That's the way these people are. They feel like they deserve stuff without having actually done the actual normal like work to get it. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. No. Yeah. That part of the internet's fantastic. No. I mean, like I said, there's so many good things to the internet, but there's so many bad things too. I will say one thing. The one good thing with AI is just the knowledge is everybody's gonna, the opportunity for people to be smarter and to have that knowledge at your fingertips is fantastic. But the scary part is, what are people going to do with that knowledge? That's what always scares me. The human race is a flawed race. I mean, Agent Smith said it best in The Matrix, man. The human race is, humans are a disease, right? Just a disease, just destroying everything. And so, is that knowledge going to make the humans better? I mean, the biggest I always talk about the biggest flaw in human beings as a race is greed. That's number one. You know what's funny? In the Bible, it's the same thing. I didn't even really realize that, but the Bible tells you that humans, and I'm not trying to be super religious, but I'm just pointing out a fact that the Bible has said for a long time that humans' biggest flaw is greed. And it is. It is. If you look at everything that's wrong in society, it always revolves around people wanting more money, more possessions, you know. And that's not going to really change. You know what I mean? That really hasn't changed. And like, you look at companies like, a perfect example is like Nvidia, right? Like Nvidia is completely, I mean, it's the greed of Nvidia. So like, and I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I mean, I say this with a grain of salt. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe the people, that the guy, that Asian dude, I don't know his name, the guy behind Nvidia that we always see in the interviews, Maybe he's not like this super crazy, power hungry, greedy guy. I don't know. Maybe he's not. Maybe he generally is just trying to make the world a better place. Like, I'm pulling up my Silicon Valley references here, right? We're just trying to make the world a better place. But it doesn't feel like that. It feels like it's all about money. It's all like we're just trying to make money and be the best. We're just trying to dominate the AI market, so we can be the biggest billionaires in the block, so we can get our next biggest freaking yacht. You know? No, you're not being. See, you just want something that's. If you want better games, that's not being greedy. That's just because you want something that's a positive thing, something that's fun, something that's enjoyable. Like if I want better pizza, that's not a bad thing, right? Because it doesn't hurt anybody. You're not hurting anybody by making better pizza, but by becoming a monopoly. I mean, Nvidia has obviously created a huge problem. I mean, the reason memory is so expensive is because all the resources to manufacture memory is being used for AI chips. So people can't just buy memory to build their home PCs anymore because the memory prices have gone up so high because it's all being used for the huge AI boom. So again, but all that really to me, it just feels like it revolves around greed. Anyways, sorry, I didn't mean to get on a big soapbox. I apologize. Yeah, I did too. So I just upgraded my PC about a year ago, so it was expensive. I think I paid about 3,000 for this PC, but so it wasn't cheap. But man, it would have been a lot more. Like the similarly, I bet if I bought this PC now, it would have been probably closer to like 3,800 bucks, maybe. I don't know. I'm sure it would have been a lot more. We didn't see a lot of fishing nodes, unfortunately. The problem with this hardcore server is that a lot of people are fishing. So. What is metric? What is metric? This is an AI singer. This is one of my favorite singers right now is this singer, and it's pure AI. This is Sadie Winters, and this is just complete AI. It's not a real singer. But I find her songs very soothing while I'm grinding during the leveling journey in it. Canadian indie man? Here, let me look it up. Canadian indie mana metric band. Is it Metric Music? I found their YouTube channel called Metric Music. I'll check out their music later. I need to play my guitar more this week. Actually, there's this church I'm going to, and they're really big into music, and they have a music night. And they've been asking me to play my guitar in their band. But honestly, I just haven't played enough guitar lately. I'm rusty, and I need to get my guitar out and play more so I can start playing in this religious band. Their new album's coming out. Cool. My fish got away. Ooh. What's my fishing skill at? 214. Well, I'm surprised the fish got away with a 214 skill. Alright, well, let's see. What are we going to do now? Let's clear some inventory. I guess we're going to go back to Desolus and let me take a look. Oh no, we need to go back and turn that quest in Shimmering Flats, so let's do that. And then we'll probably do Desolus, I guess. We don't really have a lot of easy quests in Desolus right now. I mean, these are all higher level, so Desolus kind of sucks. Actually, we need to do STV. I think we need to do Stranglethorn Vale at this point. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna open those in a minute. I just wanted to. Here, we can open them out. I'm putting off opening them because I just feel like I'm not gonna get anything once again and be disappointed for the 10,000th time. So, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try these crates. We can't seem to get anything. Look at that. One. Wow, we got one silver. Ooh. Okay. We did get some silk cloth, which is worth some money, but once again, we didn't get any. We didn't gear. Now, once we get down into, I will say that once we get down into Stranglehold Van, we start fishing the crates along the Savage Coast. Those have a lot of good stuff. So, we're gonna start getting rune cloth. We're gonna start making a lot of money, and I feel like those do have a better drop rate on green gear. So, I'm just shocked that we haven't found more green items. I've leveled up characters in hardcore and done a lot of fishing previously, and I've always gotten quite a few green drops out of the Ironbound chests, and we've gotten like very few green drops. Like it's been insanely low. So it's been unfortunate. Look at the beautiful. I love this flight over here. Seeing the reflection of the sky on the water is very beautiful. It's very nice. Fly into. We're still a few levels away from. We're level 35, almost 36. Won't be doing like Daenerys until we're like 43. So we got about 7 levels to crank out. Let's see. Do, 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 do. But we need more subscribers, man. We need more subscribers, Rafe. We need more people. Like and subscribe. I need more subscribers. I have been putting a little bit more effort out into growing my channel lately. I've been streaming for years and years, and I've never really put a lot of effort into it. But I am trying to put a little bit more effort into growing the channel, so hopefully we can get some more subs and maybe make something out of this channel after all. Maybe, possibly. Yes, Morpheus. Make the channel bigger. Yes. Come on, girl. Do it. Let's do it. Nice. Very nice. Parkour! That was some nice parkour. Hold on a second. I seem to have closed my window. Let's fix this really quick. Parkour. Oh, parkour fail. Parkour. Oh yeah, parkour success. You haven't put up any content in like 2 or 3 years? Nah. I actually have another YouTube channel that was meant for game development. Because I knew eventually I would get more into game development. I did spend a really good chunk of time about 2 weeks ago on Unreal Engine game development. I spent like, I don't know, I probably put about 80 hours into it, and then I just kind of stopped once I started leveling this character here. But I'm sure I'll probably get back to that at some point. The problem with the game development is it's cool and all, but in the end, I'd rather be playing games than trying to figure out how to design games. But I am a programmer. That's what I do by trade. But I would like to one day be able to do kind of create my own games. But anyways, let's turn this in. It was worth 1,400 experience. Dropped a crate here. You might have a follow up. I don't know.
Hi, how are you?
Alright, we don't need this. Don't need this. We don't need this. We're up to almost 30 gold though, so that's kind of good, I guess.
You have a great day now. Talk to me.
Alright, bring the delicate car parts to fill the brush into shimmering flats.
Be good.
Okay, it's right here.
I'm sure. Off and away.
700, nice.
Here there.
Okay, travel to somebody in Booty Bay. Alright, let's go ahead and grab that quest as well. Wondering we shouldn't just yeah, let's just hearth. Let's hearth. It's hearth. Hearth. I think Booty Bay is our next location, next place we're gonna go to anyway. So we do it on quests, and our fucking quest log is
You need something?
ugly, man. Not pretty. Ten stacks. They stack to 10. Intellect. I don't think we need Naga scale, but what can we sell? Let's just sell this. Let's sell this. Let's just clear some room.
See you later.
Oh wait, also dump that.
Hello. Safe travels.
Giving him 35 still. Yeah, it is good. For his foods, giving him the right amount of happiness. Good Lord. Lord help us. RNG is not on our side. Intellect, yeah, it's definitely strength. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that too. Sell, sell, sell. Is it probably like you get free potions? Nice. You call them cookies? Oh yeah, yeah. You get your little health stones.
Good day to you.
Hmm.
See you around.
You know, I think the most disappointing thing on loving this character is that I don't like two hand. Like when I play melee hunter, I actually prefer two one hand weapons. And I kind of go with like you want to go with like a you want to go with like a rogue setup where the main hand is slow as you can possibly get for your main hand for your crits with Raptor Strike, and then you want to go with like kind of a faster offhand. That's what I would prefer. The only problem with that is since we don't have like a lot of hit rating, your hit penalty for dual wield is going to be pretty significant. So, but I just enjoy it. It just feels better to have two weapons swing than waiting like 3.5 seconds just to swing once. Always, especially when you miss, it just feels brutal. So, I just don't enjoy two hand. But the crits you get from two hand weapons can be nice. But like we've gotten not only have we gotten bad drops like RNG wise, we haven't gotten any weapons. We've gotten like no. We've only gotten one hand weapon, right? So I don't know. It's been rough. I guess that's the only way I can put it. It's just been very rough, man, trying to get weapons for this character. A lot harder than I thought it would be. But we will keep trying. I've seen it happen on War. I've seen warriors die in hardcore because of that exact same reason. Like they'll miss a couple times, and the third one gets parried, and because they're like, oh, my warrior hits so hard. I'm like, yeah, he hits hard when he hits, and if you have a really slow weapon, if you just the RNG man, the mob just happens to dodge a couple of those attacks or parry a couple of them. You know, I've seen so many hardcore warriors die that way because they're like the mob's got like 20% health, they've got like 50% health, and they're like, I'm fine. Miss, parry, and they're dead. I'm just like, I thought I was fine. We don't need this medium hide. It has happened to you? Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, when we hit 36, we could begin the Raptor grind. We could do the Raptor grind. We're probably gonna do the Raptor grind straight to 40 if we can take it. If we can take that grind, which is a pretty hardcore grind, but it'll make us the money necessary to get our mount. It's one of the reasons I like to do that Raptor grind is we do make a lot of money because we're gonna get all the Raptor flesh, so we're gonna be crafting, uh, you know, Raptor, crafting the food, and we'll be selling that and. We'll be selling all the the raptor claws and stuff that drops, which make decent money. So it's an easy way to make money. TBC, fucking. Hi. I'm kind of hungry. I shouldn't eat this late though, but I am kind of hungry. My wife had to go all day yesterday because she was sick and had an infection in her colon. She couldn't eat. She went like all day without eating, and she texted me at like 10:30 p.m. saying she finally was allowed at the hospital to eat Jello because I finally was able to drink a ginger ale and eat some Jello, and she said it was the best Jello I've ever eaten in my entire life because she hadn't eaten in like she hadn't eaten anything in like 18 hours or something. Like, this is the best Jello I've ever had. Oh, my poor wife, man. All right, we gotta take a look at our quest log. I think we got spots for 2 quests. So let's see. I know I dropped a bunch of these quests, so we're gonna have to pick some of these back up. Because we got a quest to turn in here. Nice.
What can I do for you? Keep your feet on the ground. See you soon.
Kill the raptors. Kill the tigers.
What can I do for you?
And kill the panthers.
For the Alliance.
Check for fishing nodes real quick. Actually, 36. If I'm not mistaken, 36 we can upgrade our pet. We can upgrade our pet's armor and his health. Let me take a look and see. And we get at 36 Immolation Trap rank 3, which is a big upgrade. We also get upgrade to our men pet. So actually, and this, yeah, see, our pet gets great stamina. So 36 is a really good level for us. It's gonna give us more damage, and it's gonna make my pet tankier. So that's good. Good little boost. We need it. Oh, I thought I had a quest to turn in here. I guess not. I guess not. And my quest log is full. Yeah. Do we know this? Tigers means. Eh. Do we need to learn the jungle stew? Forest apples. Nah, we don't need that one. We need this quest. No, we're not gonna worry about that quest right now. We're full, right? Yeah, 20 out of 20. Let's kill the tigers and the raptors. And the panther. But before we do that, we're gonna take a quick peek at the fishing node. Look. JP! Dude, you caught me at 4:40 a.m. I feel like crap. I feel like I'm sick. But I am gonna be streaming for at least another hour to 2 hours before I go to bed, which is crazy because I work at 9 o'clock, so I literally work in 4 hours and 20 minutes. I don't know. I mean, I wish I could take work off because I still don't feel good, but I'm not gonna do that. I have too much work. So we are not going to. How you doing, JP? Let's check for fishing nodes really quick. There's a lot down this river. Can't give up on that upgraded weapon, man. We can't give up. I do deserve a break. My wife's in the hospital right now. She had to go to the ER. She had to go to the ER yesterday. She's got a infection in her intestines. Oh boy. Yeah, I know. I wish I could take the day off and just go spend a lot of the day at the hospital with my wife. Keep her company. And unfortunately, they put her in a stupid room with another person who, of course, plays loud TV. I don't know what it is with. I mean, there should be hospital etiquette. Like, if you're sharing a room in a hospital with somebody, you shouldn't be playing the TV loud. I mean, people are sick. People are in pain. People are not doing well. They sit there and blare TV really loud. It shouldn't even be allowed. Like, it shouldn't even be allowed. They should give you headsets, like on an airplane, and say, you have to wear these. You can't just play the TV really loud. Like, that shouldn't even be allowed. Especially when someone's trying to sleep and they're sick, and here you are blaring the TV like an idiot. Shit pisses me off, man. Where's that alligator? He's right here. Great. Take him out. The reason we're leveling so slowly on this character is because of the constant fishing. Like I've been fishing like a lot trying to get weapons, and that obviously slows down leveling. And you're spending hours. I would love to see how many hours I've spent just fishing on this character.
And all you never say,
It'd be a lot.
never make it easier to numb out all the pain. Not like anything was wrong, it never made it right. You're the one to come on strong, so why am I all alone? Here we go again.
Yes, the world of fishcraft.
Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break.
Ah, the old strangle kelp.
What's it gonna take to look away? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now.
Well, I mean, at least this fish we can cook up into the Sagefish Delight, which is pretty decent. Because it restores health and mana. Actually, this is like the best food for me. I mean, it's like better than the food I have now, so. Could be some raptors around here, right?
Some things never feel the same.
Do I need the lash tails? No, I don't need the lash tails. Let's go.
Like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care. It's not like you were there for me, so why do I still want you here? Here we go again, the same old thing. Smiling through a bleeding heart, I'll fake it till I break apart. What's it gonna take before I break? Man, some days I hate this town. You never fail to let me down. Better stay away before I break now. There's nothing more to say. I'm only days away from a
Yeah, so it's not bad. It's not bad getting the greater sagefish because it's going to give us some really good mana regen food, you know, health regen food, so it'll be good. But I wish we could get some crates. Our fishing skill, our skill in skinning right now is 247. Oh, this idiot's going to start fishing. I hate it when you're fishing a node and somebody comes up and fish. You better not fish the same. I don't like it when people fish my nodes. The only time I give them a pass is when it's like a floating wreckage.
from a meltdown.
She goes, "You're not lonely anymore." I did the same thing to you on Friday. Did you? Oh, nice. I don't mind when people fish my node when it's like a floating wreckage because everybody wants the floating wreckage. But if it's just a regular node that isn't a floating wreckage, I don't usually jump in on those nodes. Let people have them. It would be nice to get a crate. Maybe like 1,000 crates. I need a weapon. Like in the worst way. Actually, we could get, you know, I mean, if we get any rings or necklaces from fishing crates, we can also equip those. Because I figured we can't craft necklaces. We can't craft jewelry, so the only way to get jewelry in the game, the way I'm leveling my character would be to get it from, you know, like, from a treasure chest or a crate. So I'm not going to prevent myself access to jewelry. But we can't get it from, like, you know, mobs or quest rewards or anything like that. So. And this is the biggest fish. This is the biggest fishing node, like, in the world. I've already tapped this thing like 6 times, and it's still there. I remember the Exiles Guild. Says guild's been around a while. I was originally on this server in the guild reload. If you remember the guild reload, that was, I can't remember the guild leader's name. He was an interesting guy, but eventually he kind of had a falling out with one of the people in our guild, and the guild kind of fell apart after that, actually. But yeah, reload was the guild I was in. But I still have a level 60 here. I have my level 60 hunter that I leveled here a long time ago, like probably like a year and a half ago, maybe, or longer. I don't know. It was a while ago. But she's still here. No, I don't know. But the carry's not really going to do me anything. No, but carry. Yeah, you don't need to help me. I'm like, I don't need help. Yeah, but I can't trade. So you can't give me anything. Nobody can give me anything. Which is why you need to carry. So you can loot. Oh, okay. No, I can't. No. Only weapons I can use have to come from treasure chests or crates from fishing. That is my own self-imposed. I don't have to imagine dual wielding flurry axe. I've done it. I've done it multiple times. JV. Yeah, very nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, very nice player. Alright. Just fishing along, but we're not getting any crates. That's not going to dissuade us from trying, you know? Forty rogue. Good fish. Kill this fish. Skin fishes too. Skin the fish. Oh, for we skinned it for scales. Are you kidding me? Really? Now feed the player to the raptor. Yeah. We must feed him to the raptor. Geez, he can be our offering. He can be our offering, right? Yeah, that's the good thing about WoW, especially when you're on a hardcore server. Everyone always nicer. Everyone's always nicer on hardcore realms. I'm melee. At level 1, I unequipped everything. Sold it to a vendor. Punched mobs in the face until I got my first weapon, a light scimitar from a chest by the harpies. Around level 12. I'm caffeine injected. I look at this person, she goes, "You're really only, oh my fucking god, bro." She goes, "Who are you?" That was great. She goes, "Hey, you're really only?" Because she goes, "You don't have a bow or a gun. I cannot support you." All good. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, of course I heard about the Turtle. Well, I mean, they shut down Turtle WoW. I mean, I don't know what else. You know, I mean, of course I heard about it. I played Turtle WoW on and off through the years. You know, I mean, my opinion on it is Turtle WoW thumbed their nose in Blizzard's face. They made fun of them. They bragged about their numbers. I mean, I love Turtle WoW. I think it's a great private server, but they were not smart about how they managed the server. They bragged about their success right to Blizzard. They would post on X, and they would do at Blizzard. They would literally at Blizzard's social media page and literally make fun of them. And I'm like, that's just not smart. You know, that's just not smart. You know? Like, why would, like, you're just begging to be banned, right? You know, so it just wasn't, and also they were very greedy, you know, making tons of money off the server, and they just weren't smart about it, you know. Maybe they thought they'd never get, maybe they thought they'd never be banned. I don't know, you know. Yeah.
Goodbye.
They had to, yeah, they should have stayed more under the radar. They shouldn't have bragged about their success. They shouldn't have thumbed their, you know, they literally posted on X at Blizzard. Uh, uh,
Memories of you, like shadows on the wall. I wish I could forget you, want to forget it all. I dream of you at night, wake up and then you're gone.
this person's starting to be clingy. They're getting clingy.
Lost in you, lost in you.
Have you ever seen?
We could
Have you ever seen my level 60 hunter,
make it
Strafe?
okay. I would
Okay, well, we got a couple boxes so far. Oh, no, there's another node, so they're spawning right now on me. Fine. So we got 2 boxes so far. You just have to be resilient, man. You just can't. We can't give up on the boxes. This is our best way of getting upgrades. Is these fishing boxes? It's our best chance. So even though it's dramatically slowing down our leveling speed, the opportunity to get upgrades is just can't be ignored. I kind of got so frustrated that the RG was kicking me in the nuts that I was like, maybe I should just level and loot treasure chests that I find, and maybe we'll get an upgrade that way. But the other benefit of but I was like, I can't give up on fishing because the other benefit of fishing is you make a ton of money. Like the crates that you get, I mean, there's so much like bolts of rune cloth, bolts of beiju cloth, and they sell for so much money. So, and we're gonna need money for our mount, obviously. You know, our level 40 mount. So, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. You think you see? Yeah, you see my 60 Hunter, the one. She's dual wheels Flurry axes, but she also has other gear as well. I'm pretty sure. I have to go look at her bank, but I actually have multiple 60s that have flurry axes. Let's see if there's any more fishing nodes. Had a little food. Well, I mean, you can't trade. Not really, but you can't trade. Trade. So it would more like you pointing out chest locations on the map, I guess. Yeah, and up to you, but so I think I guess this person's saying that they're going to look for treasure chests. I'm assuming what they're saying is they're going to find treasure chests, open them, and if she finds treasure chests that she opens that has weapons in them, she's going to message me and say, I think that's what she's saying, and say that, hey, look, this treasure chest has a weapon in it. Kind of like scout out for me, and I'm like, she goes, is that against your self-imposed torture? And I said, no, I'm not gonna. I would not. I would not. I would take the friendly charity at that point, just because that's what makes this game so good. Is people being friendly and working together. So if she did find a chest and it happened to have a weapon in it, and she wants to message me and say, hey, there's a weapon in this chest, I don't think that would go against my. Yeah, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, I'm not gonna take it because you found it. No, I wouldn't do that. I think it's fine. I think being able to find other players that want to help you in game is all part of the MMO experience. So I think that's kind of a cool thing, obviously. Feels odd to film the Outland as a druid when everyone knows. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I always liked being able to like be in like fast travel form. Like I always like being able to like jump into water and be in aquatic form, swim, and then jump out of the water and go into like travel form and travel over some areas, then jump in the air and switch into like flight form. Yeah, it does feel really good. It actually is pretty cool. Druid traversal is really neat. That's what was so cool about Ashes of Creation, though. Ashes of Creation had these awesome like aquatic mounts, and I would like ride around on my wolf. Yeah, I mean, I try to, but the mobs are a bit higher for me right now. So we got 3 chests so far from just fishing these nodes here. I mean, if you see them, this person might like clear the mobs. See, this person's offering, I think, to clear to the wreckages. Let's see, let's put my weapon on. I'm assuming that's what they're doing. Yeah, Guild Wars 2 has the only. Oh, you're on the YouTube, cool. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean like over here, like on the coast over here, because you go past the Gromgall base camp here. From right here, from the Singing Blue Crystal Shards on the coast here, if you go from here down to about here, I mean, well, really all the way down to Booty Bay, but what I do, like a lot of times if I do want to do those, is I'll run down, I'll fish down this river, all the way down the river, and then I'll just jump down. Like we'll go all the way down the river here, and then we'll just jump down the waterfall, and then skirt the Gromgall base camp. But yeah, the whole coast, like the whole like Savage Coast, is pretty much the best fishing for the mithril boxes, which are just, oh my god, the loot from mithril lock boxes is fantastic. But yeah, let me jump down here, right here at the end of this river. But I gotta be careful because, like I said, these mobs, when they get up to like level 38, I'm only level 35, so they can be annoying. But let's take a peek. But yeah, Guild Wars 2, man, the water, like they're like underwater. They're the only game I know that has good underwater combat. Is Guild Wars 2. So. Gonna check for fishing nodes right here. I think this water's pretty safe. I don't think there's anything in this water that'll attack me. There are some elite crocodiles along the coast here, though, so you have to be a little careful of those. And of course, down here you've got the raptors. But we can swim over here real quick. Just take a peek. Yeah, if Argonaut's gonna give me a little bit of protection, we can clear through these coasts. Maybe we'll get some floating wreckages. I'm gonna head over here. I'm gonna head over by the Gromgall Horde base camp here. Fishing those over here, right here. There's an alligator here. He's only 35 though, so take him out. See, yeah. No fishing node here. Yeah, I love the underwater Guild Wars 2 is such a good game. I think the only problem I had with Guild Wars 2 is I really didn't like I really couldn't get into the end game in Guild Wars 2. I never really felt like the end game. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I didn't do a lot of end game, and I never could get through all the expansions. Like, it was crazy. Like, I leveled from to max level in Guild Wars 2, and then I did the first expansion, and holy crap, man! And I was a guardian, and I remember doing the first like beginning of the first expansion. I was getting my ass handed to me. Like the mobs, like you want to talk about a game that's actually fairly challenging. Like Guild Wars 2, it's not like ESO. You don't just like face roll the leveling experience. Like you start doing those quests at the beginning of the first expansion, and those mobs hit hard. Maybe it's like geared towards people with like really good gear. I don't know, but they were kicking my ass. Yeah, I'm coming up on the just outside the Horde encampment, swimming up the coast. I need to kill these mobs anyway. Once we get up over here, I've got mobs to kill the raptors and stuff. But usually, you'll find some floaty wreckages along here. But right now, I'm not seeing any nodes, which means there could be other players that are fishing. There's a lot of people fishing on the server because of the self-found. I guess it's self-found. People can't trade, can't use the auction house. Fishing is one of the better ways to make money and to get loot. There's a crocodile. Yeah, I don't see any fishing at all. Here's one. Here. Yeah, if you want to just kill the mobs around me while I fish, that'll be great. Thank you, Argonaut. Keep those mobs off my back. Oh, you got a lot of raptors coming your way, dude. Like, I had to make sure that Argonaut was trying not to grief me. You went running through there with all those raptors. I'm like, man, is he trying to grief me? But you're not. Yeah, we can go from here all the way north, up to where, believe it or not, the dead mines are. You know, that big, huge wall up here is literally the back of the dead mines. The dead mines, like where the ship is, always reminds me of the Goonies, you know, because you go through this kind of cave, just like the Goonies. Then you find this big ship in this big open kind of area. It's totally the Goonies, man. And then there's literally, and they had to have stolen it from the Goonies. They had to have, because there's the big wooden wall, and I'll show it to you when we go up and fish up north here. I'll show you where that wall is. Because remember, in the Goonies, they broke through, and they sailed the ship out into the water, which you could do here as well if you just broke through that wooden big barricade. Wouldn't it be nice to get a weapon? No, no box. And in Alpha, the Dead Mines, I think, was the huge battleship that we fight at the end. It was all outside. Oh, it was all outside in the water? Okay, I didn't know that. I was in the beta in WoW, but I never played in the Alpha, although I did play the I do have the Friends and Family WoW installer on my hard drive, and I have played the Friends and Family build. In fact, you can find it on my YouTube channel. If you go to my YouTube channel and probably look for Friends and Family, you'll probably see me playing it on my YouTube channel. I think it was Cargos to help me set that up the first time. He got the code from somebody else, and he shared it to me, and I was able to get it going. There's an elite crocodile. Nice. All right, let's hope we can find some Even with Argonaut helping me, we can't find like floating wreckages. It's crazy. I see a fishing node coming up over here though. Let me open one of these chests real quick. Open up the chest. Yeah, silk cloth. Okay, we got more leather, thick leather, silk cloth, and well, the mage. I mean, we made some money out of that, but no weapon. We're not even seeing hardly any fishing nodes. It's funny, like this early in the morning, like 5:15 a.m., you wouldn't think there'd be a lot of people, even on the server, you know? Here's a fishing node. Here. I have not been to the Kennedy Space Center, no.
The day is late, my path remains.
I can see Argonaut's killing people because I'm getting 8 experience.
The same
I'm getting boosted. 8 XP.
sign of life
Yes.
far from
Okay, we got one trunk.
not today.
These are the iron one. I haven't gotten any mithril ones, I don't think.
Golden sun drawing
Some Rumsey Rum Black. I got a lot of Black Label.
forest bone.
Don't need this medium hide.
Blood red light, angry sea, light the way.
No, just this is the node that never ends.
Today is not a day for words. This house is not a place to stay. The only thing I gave away, everything I love will stay.
God. Our fishing's 223, so we're about to max our fishing to 225. Which will then require us to do the fishing quest. Oh my god, this node never ends. How many times have I tapped this thing? It's like the node that never ends.
Tunnel dark, secret slow.
The everlasting node. Okay, finally it ended. Oh my god.
The stones.
And here's another node right here.
Tide receding, pull away the green.
I'm sure Argonaut would tell me if he saw like an actual floating wreckage, so I'm gonna guess there's no floating wreckages.
Steady me.
Yeah. That's It's kind of a bummer. I mean, normally you'll see them. I mean, especially this time of night when this time early in the morning when there aren't as many people on the server, you would expect to actually see some. So kind of surprising. There might be some all the way south, but that's a long way to go. You're immobilized. He's immobilized. No, that's just a mana. It's showing when when I recoup mana. So when the bar reaches all the way to the right, if I, it's when I'm just going to actually give me some mana. So it's just showing when my MP5, when the resource is being added to my resource. Every time it reaches the right, if my mana was low, whatever mana that I gain by mana regen would be applied to my mana pool. Useful, only really useful when we're trying to drink walking. Basically, when you're like, chest but has poo in it. Oh man. Well, thanks for trying to help. I mean, it is just challenging, man. It's very challenging. All right, we didn't get any crates out of that pool. Here, let's open up this crate. See what we got. More leather, more healing potions. Certainly not. We're certainly not in need of healing potions. One thing with fishing is you get so much healing. You get so many healing potions. Well, the one thing with the way fishing nodes work is that if you fish all of these nodes, then it causes new nodes to spawn, and they're RNG based. So if a node spawns, it could be fish, it could be floating wreckages. So the only way to get more floating wreckages is to fish up all of the nodes that aren't floating wreckages. You know what I mean? So you'll see some people that look for floating wreckages, but they don't fish up the nodes that aren't floating wreckages. And I'm like, well, if you really want to fish floating wreckages, you should fish every single node you see. Probably should take bobber here, but we just maxed our fishing at 225 though. Now we need to do the fishing quest. Oh, combat. Level 37 though, so we're fine. We can take this guy out. Blood Scalp Berserker. Hey, thank you. Definitely kind of pain. He did drop a hefty war axe that I can sell for 20 silver. One thing about playing melee hunters, we're not really, it's easy to make money because we're not spending money on all of our ranged abilities. So, I mean, we're sitting on 30 gold right now, and we'll definitely have 100 gold by the time we have 40. Have enough for our mount. Alright, let's open up this chest. And more healing potions, more silk cloth, so. Still no upgraded weapon, no jewelry. Just for the hell of it, I'm gonna use a bobber or a lure. Few more nodes up the coast. Okay, yeah, I'll hit all the nodes and then I'm gonna head back down the coast. Maybe I'm probably gonna go to bed in I don't know, maybe like 40 minutes or so. I probably should go to bed at like 6 a.m. Then I can still get about 3.5 hours sleep before I have to work. Ugh. I think I'm gonna go to the hospital on my lunch break from work. Luckily, the hospital that my wife is at is really close. It's only like 10 minutes from me. So I may take my lunch break tomorrow and just go drive to the hospital. Of course, I'll only be able to spend like 40 minutes with my wife, then I'll have to drive back home to work, but 40 minutes is better than nothing. Well, we're trying, Argonaut. We're trying to get some upgraded gear. I mean, I don't even have any rings or necklaces, so keep in mind that any ring or necklace we get out of a fishing crate or a treasure chest is equipable. So no items from nodes, only from... What do you mean nodes? I can only use weapons and jewelry that I get out of a chest, like any kind of a treasure chest, or you know what I mean. Like for example, if I had like engineering and I had the skeleton keys, you know, even just like lockboxes be fine with yeah, I mean, it can be gear from fishing chests, it can be gear from treasure chests, just chests, any kind of chest that you have to open. If there's gear in it that I can equip it. I mean, not armor though. Armor I can't. Armor has to be crafted armor. So only the stuff from leatherworking I'll be able to equip. Of course, at level 60, those restrictions will disappear because I want to be able to gear up a little bit for doing dungeons. We'll be able to then do dungeons and start equipping the dungeon gear and stuff once we reach level 60. This is all just a kind of a challenge to make the leveling 260 more interesting. Boxes yet?
It's more or less a sign of age.
Alright, we finished that node. On humanoid tracking. Food crate. There's a saltwater crocodile up here. We're going to try to avoid him. But this is the gate I was telling you about that reminds me of Goonies, because right through this big wall here is the dead mines. Like through that wall is actually the boat. The end boss for dead mines is right through there. And that's why it always reminds me of the Goonies, like because the ship, they break through the wall and they sail the ship out. So I think that clearly the dead mines was inspired by the Goonies. Alright, I'm coming. It is clear to Rocky Peninsula. Yeah, I'm coming back south. Coming back south. I may start skipping fishing nodes and just look for wreckages at this point because it's like, oh, here's another node. It's getting late. Kind of wanted to level out to level 36 too, but I don't know. It's getting pretty late. Oh, it is getting late. Yeah, thanks for your help, Argonaut. But you don't need to help me anymore. I don't think. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way down south because I just don't have time. You know, I would love to go all the way down to Booty Bay, but more poo in the chest. But I just don't have time. I got to get to bed. Certainly getting a lot of Rum Zero and Black Label, which is not really a bad thing. 15 stamina is always good. I'm gonna be maxed out on skinning. Before I hit like before I hit 40, my skinning is gonna be 300. Oh, you? Oh, thanks for JP. I appreciate it, man. Are you heading out? You heading out, JP? Oh, you think I should call into work? I can't. I don't have any PTO. I've called out work so much for my wife's sickness and her mom's sicknesses, and then my own mental health because of just the stress that dealing with my wife's heart attacks and her mom's stroke and all that has put so much stress on me that I actually call out work sometimes just to take a mental break, you know, because I get stressed out too. Oh, you started working? Okay, I got you. Yeah, I'm a what do they call it? I'm an endomorph or whatever. Not endomorph. I can't think. My brain's not working. Like people's emotions, like I feed off of other people's emotions. So when my wife's sad, I get sad, right? If my wife's happy, I get happy, right? And so she's been. Oh, I just got two lock boxes out of this. Good RNG there. But so since my wife's dealing with her health issues, she's always depressed because she's always so sick. So that makes me depressed. And then her mom had a heart attack, and her mom can't talk, and she couldn't walk, and so that put more stress on my wife, and which again put more stress on me. And then I'm doing everything at home because my wife can't do it. So I've taken over, like trying to keep the house clean, trying to do everything, like trying to wash the dog, I wash the cars, do the groceries, do the cooking. I mean, I pretty much do everything, and that takes its toll. Like takes its toll on me too. So I've taken quite a few days off of work, recently, just for mental break, just to get a mental break. So right now I don't have any PTO. I don't have any time off. Between taking off time to go visit my wife in the hospital or go visit her mom in the hospital, and then me taking off a few days here and there from mental. And then my company, every year, my company shuts down in December for 2 weeks. So you're forced to take 6 days off at the end of the year. So going into the end of last year, I had to take the 6 days off because my company shuts down. And that put me down to pretty much like 0. So I ended up going like next. So I just haven't had any vacation, basically, what I'm trying to say, because of all the stuff that's going on. So I mean, I could, but I wouldn't want to. I mean, take my work to the hospital? No, I couldn't. I couldn't really do that because we have a lot of calls. Anyway, let's open up these chests here. I can't really do that. All right. So, oh yeah, we got some silver in that chest. Oh, 2 chests, and all we got was like 4 silver. Can you believe that? Dude, I thought you were hey, Argon, I thought you were an actual fish, dude. Is that the fishing tournament reward? Is that what that is? That's so cool. I don't think I've ever seen that before. I don't think I've ever even seen that before. And I've played WoW since 2004, and I don't think I've ever even seen that. Yeah, that's the fishing tournament reward, right? That's so cool. That is awesome, dude. Can you believe I just got 2 lock boxes? I opened them, and all I got for them was like 4 silver. That was it. I swear, RNG just hates me. If we ever get an upgraded weapon, it's gonna feel like I won the lottery. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, holy shit, I won the lottery. But normally RNG is pretty friendly to me. Like people watch my YouTube have seen me loot lots of cool stuff out of chests. So normally I'm have pretty decent luck with it. But this character's been cursed for some reason. He lost rolls. Oh man. But at least we are making money. I mean, all this cloth and stuff. 25 silver, 36 silver. And we're getting leather too. But man, this is rough. I was all excited. I was like, oh man, I got 2 chests from that last node, only to get nothing but some silver out of them. It with the reputation, it's around 89 gold, I think. Because I'm a night elf, so my reputation with the night elves is pretty good, so you'll get a discount. So I think it ends up being around 89 gold. But I'll easily have that. I mean, I'm sitting on 30 gold now. I'll easily have 100 gold by the time I hit 40. All right, I'm gonna fly down south a little bit, see if there's any nodes. If I don't see any, I'm gonna hit the hunter camp, Argonaut. I'm gonna go over and hit the hunter camp and maybe just do maybe do a quest or 2. There might be fishing nodes over there as well by the Nessingwary camp. Oh man. But thank you for the help, Argonaut. I appreciate it, dude. I appreciate it. You support the cause. You support my insanity. Some people watch me like level, they just think I'm nuts. I think it was Chooks in the guild. He says he called me a mad lad. He goes, that lonely elf. He's a mad lad. He came in my stream once and was watching me. He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm trying to get some weapons." He's like, "You can't equip weapons except the ones you get in the crate." I'm like, "Nope." I can see that Argonaut's killing a bunch of dinosaurs or raptors or something. Alright, I'm heading towards the Nessingwary camp. Yeah, I've done Grey gear only on a warrior, on a hardcore warrior. And I got her to about level 39 and I just kinda stopped because it just became so incredibly grindy, like super grindy. Like to the point where it wasn't really that much fun anymore. I was like, this is just too grindy. Because I had to kill mobs that were like so much lower level. I don't want to kill this shaman. Don't want to kill that shaman because they do this little fire blast at the end that hits really, really hard. I do need... No, I don't. This is the elder. I don't need the elders. We need the unelders. There's another elder. Thank you, Argonaut. Thank you, sir. That helps because these guys are a pain. These shamans have a little fire blast they do that hits really hard, especially when you're lower level. No, you even have it on a free loot. Thank you, sir. Free for all. Oh yeah, I do need. Oh yeah, I actually do need the panthers. Yeah, I need to kill the panthers and the tigers. I'm gonna go ahead and kill some of these guys. Level 53, dude. You're gonna be there before you know it. Yeah, I need the tigers and the panthers. I'm getting boosted. Don't tell anybody. No, I'm just... We go up the hill here. They should see quite a few. One. Shobek was getting boosted earlier in the day. Oh, was he getting boosted? I don't know what Shobek's deal is. He keeps dying. I don't know if he's dying on purpose for content or what he's doing. Like, he's died like a lot. Oh yeah, I need the raptors too. Yep, I need those raptors too. Oh man, my inventory getting full. Well, you killed 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. I only need 3 more raptors now. Boy, this is like questing on easy mode. He's like... Plus I get the skins, free skins. Get rid of this. Oh, is that why? Yeah, I don't know much about Showback. I don't really watch other streamers that much. Quest complete. You just completed my raptor quest. Thank you, sir. Man, look at all these raptors, dude. Carnage.
Carnage. Look at the carnage.
You did nothing. I did nothing. I did nothing. I just, I used my psychic powers. My psychic powers to take these raptors down, man. Did the old, shadow word death with my mind or something. I need to hit the hunter camp and sell some of this stuff. That'll clear out some inventory space here. Yeah, I was trying to if we get these 3 quests done, then I think we'll probably level to 36, which is great. Like I said, 36 is a good level for us because we get our next rank of Immolation Trap, and our pet also gets his stamina and armor increase at 36 as well. So it's a really good level for us. Oh, and the Panther quest is done. The only thing I need now over here is 8 of the tigers. I have been. My bite can be upgraded right now to bite rank 5, which is coming off of mobs that are like level 35. So I'm right at the time where I could upgrade bite, but it's, just barely. You know what I mean? So, and Furious Howl is, I think, upgradable. We just looked it up earlier. See, bite rank 5, we can get bite rank 5 off. We actually could have got off 1,000 Needles when we were 1,000 Needles. But actually, Dustwallow Marsh is where I'm probably going to get bite rank 5. And then Furious Howl rank 3. We cannot get Furious Howl rank 3 yet. We have to be like level 40 before we can get Furious Howl. So. But yeah, we can't get the next brink of bite. So. Yeah. Wolves can learn sprint. Yep. You mean dash? Wolves can learn dash, furious howl, bite, and that's about and cower. I think that's it. Yeah, typically I do learn. They can't learn. They cannot learn claw. They cannot learn poison. They cannot learn screech. They cannot learn dive. They cannot learn pound. They cannot learn, um, and they cannot learn stealth like prowl. They can't learn prowl. So they typically, yeah, you do bite, dash, cower, and furious howl are the abilities I typically will learn on a wolf. Tiger. Need more tigers. That's just yeah, oh yeah, Stranglehold tiger. Thought that was gonna be an elder, but it's not. Only need 2 more tigers, and then I can probably call it a day. Need to get some sleep, guys. But thank you, Argonaut, again. I really appreciate the help. Very nice of you. That's what makes WoW such a. That's again, like I said, on the hardcore servers, people are so friendly. You know, like if you try to play like retail WoW, like people are really mean and rude, but not so on. Kill this blood scalps. Big damage. Big damage. Eh, tigers over here. Yeah, retail is awful. Retail is just, I mean, it's terrible. The only thing I like when the expansions come out, I play them, but I only play them for PvP. Like I level up doing PvP. I don't do the quests, and I just do PvP. I do battle rounds, and I have fun in PvP and retail, but it's not the same. It's a lot faster paced. You have a lot more abilities, and but it can be annoying because it's like hard to kill people. I mean, the healing is so strong, but the DPS is so strong, so it becomes like it can be really hard to get kills off because everybody just freaking heals so much. Everybody has so much self healing in retail, like it's insane. Oh, I need heavy hide. Let's grab this. Let me get rid of here. Throwing away 14 so. Oh, quest complete. Thank you, Argonaut. I appreciate it, man. 5 silver, 2 silver. We can get rid of this. Yeah, thank you, Argonaut. Yeah, I'm probably gonna log here in a second. I for the cause. It's a crazy cause. It's an insane cause. Isn't that crazy though? We didn't even see one floating wreckage, man. Like we're right up and down the coast, not even one floating wreckage. That's crazy. Normally you'd see at least one, you know. Yeah, I do think that retail is more women. It's I yeah, it is too. It was totally wild that we didn't get any nodes. I thought for sure we'd see at least one, if not 2. But I fished up a lot of nodes, which we fished up all the nodes along the river, and we fished up the nodes on the coast, which means that when all the nodes respawn, there's gonna be there has to be a couple floating wreckages, right? When all those nodes respawn, because I fished up like 15 nodes at least. We should check over here. I should check over here to the left here and see if there's any fishing spots. But first, let me vendor because I have like way too much stuff. Inventory is full.
Help you find something?
Okay, let's get rid of this. And what else? This. I don't think we need raptor hide.
Farewell. Hey there. Be careful. Have a good one.
No. Safe travels.
All right, here we go. Let's see if this gets us.
Well
There it is, level 36. I forgot to record it though. I forgot to record it, but we just did hit right here. You have reached level 36. Nice. All right. I'm not going to pick up these quests just yet. There's a fishing node over there. Thanks, JP. Level 36. Okay, we're going to finish out our pet. His armor. So he is now up to 30% increased armor. We're up to 32 gold. You saved me from that horrible crocodile. God, this is crazy that we didn't see any floating wreckages. Out of all the nodes I've been fishing, to like not see any floating wreckages. It's hard to believe. Feels like I've been fishing forever. So we're level 36. We've been using a level 25 weapon for 11 levels now. We have not seen one upgrade. Did you get an Arcanine fishing pole? How do I... Well, I mean, there's the fishing pole from the clams underwater. That's a strong fishing pole, though, I believe, isn't it? I know how to get that one. I don't know. Arcanine fishing pole, that's... Yeah, I can't get that. That's engineering, right? I don't know how to get that. Is that an engineering fishing pole, or is that just... Sunday fishing event? You know, I've never done the fishing event. That's one of the things in WoW that I've never done. Yeah, it's the fishing contest. That's one of the things in WoW I've never done. I've never done the fishing event. But I mean, it's like I would never win the fishing event because I've never done it. I wouldn't know, like, the spawn order. I'm sure there's, like, some sort of spawn order that people do. I don't... What's this? That's the mount, right? What's the trick to doing the fishing event? You gonna help me? If I can get... What time is the event? 7 days? Yeah, well, if my wife... It's 2 to 4 server PM. Okay, so it's 2 to 4, which is... And server time is... Let's see, I'm Eastern time. So the server looks like it's 3 hours behind my time. Oh, we got another chest. Ah, man. I just keep in these nodes thinking that eventually we'll get a chest that'll have something we can use, but keep getting disappointed. So 5 to 7 for me, yeah. Yeah, definitely we'll check it out. But I mean, it's not, you know, the having a really good fishing... I don't know if having, like, higher fishing skill gives you a greater chance of getting chests. You know what I mean? Like, the chests you get from fishing, from a fishing node, does the higher skill give you a better chance to get them? I don't know if it does. I have no idea. Or is the skill just so that you... You know what I mean? I'm assuming it probably does, right? Nah, I can't. Yeah. I can't use it for... Let me see. No, I can't use the... Okay, I got you. Yeah, no, I couldn't use the fishing pole as a weapon. That would go against the rules. Oh, actually, because it's a quest reward, right? It's a quest reward, so no, I couldn't use it. Not as a weapon, anyway. The zone's the only thing that's affected.
It's not like this is new to me. I really shouldn't care.
Oh. I mean, if it was like,
Like you were there for
ooh, another ironbound trunk. And you've seen Strafe. I mean, how many chests have I opened? But it's a fishing pole, not a weapon. Yeah, no, we're not going to cheat.
smiling through a bleeding heart.
Yeah, I couldn't use the head of it. Nope, because it's not crafted by me. I'm not going to let you do the loophole. Ooh, 15 stamina. Shit, that's pretty nice, actually. I'd be so tempted to let myself get away with a hat, but it isn't crafted, so I'm not going to do it. But we could wear it while we're fishing, though. We could certainly wear it while we're fishing. So if I got attacked while fishing, then that's fine. The cat would be useful. You know, we'd have the extra 15 stamina. Yeah, so I mean, we'd be able to wear it while we're fishing.
What's it gonna take before I break?
We're doing this.
Man, someday
I've never done the fishing tournament before. That's one of the few things in WoW I haven't done. Oh, we got another trunk. But yes, Strafe, you see me open up how many chests? I mean, I've opened up so many chests. I mean, it's unbelievable how many chests I've opened and not gotten like a ring or a necklace or weapon. It's like insane. I've played WoW a long time and I've done fishing a long time, and I always get loot from chests. Like I always get greens. Even just greens in general, I haven't seen a lot. Like even just like green leggings or green chest pieces, you know. The RNG's just been in the shitter, man. All right. Hold on a second. All right, we're gonna open up this chest, and all we got was some leather. We're gonna open up this chest, more leather. Just like, I mean, we need leather. All right, I think that's it. Yeah, you gotta go check. Yeah, well, I'm gonna. Oh, the goblin camp. Oh, that's a dangerous. You mean up here? Yeah, that's a dangerous spot for me. But I'm gonna head to bed, so I don't know which goblin camp you mean. Are you talking about? Oh, I need to go to Booty Bay. I got some quests to turn in there. I know, it's just trunks and trunks full of like leather and cloth, but no. Ah. What'd you say for one last? I'm gonna go check the goblin camp. I don't know where the camp is. Oh, you talking about the one right over here?
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Yeah, I'll see you, sir. Yeah, I'm gonna head out too. Hey, Argonaut, I'm gonna take off, man. Thanks for the help, though. It's surprising that we couldn't find any floating wreckages. That's actually shocking. I got all the nodes I fished during the last like 2 hours or however long it's been, and to not see one floating wreckage is just. You found a chest? Is there anything? Where are you? I can't see you on the map. Why can't I see you? Oh, there you are. Found a chest, but is there a weapon in it? That's the question. I mean, any weapon that's like that I could use that doesn't matter what it is, as long as I could use it, as long as it's like level, as long as it's higher than level 25, it's bound to be an upgrade. I'm gonna check this coast real quick for any floating wreckages. Just keep seeing fishing nodes, but no floating wreckage nodes, which is just mind-boggling. Where are they? Is it just once again like shitty RNG or something? It must be. Okay, yeah, we don't need that. I got so many healing potions, I don't even know what to do with them. Yeah, so that's just another garbage chest, man. I'm gonna do one last. Yeah, hey, Argonaut, check the river there real quick for any floating wreckages. I'm heading that way too. Just check that river. You know, the river that goes all the way out to the sea here. See if there's any floating wreckages, because that's where I'm heading right now. I'm swimming over. Oh, it must be 6 a.m. because the what is it is up. Treasure chest in the arena. Just sagefish so far, yeah. Isn't that crazy to think that out of all the nodes I fished, there still is not one floating wreckage? Unbelievable. Sure, Hopper's getting hungry. Man, I tell you what, the grind is real. This ain't no sipping tea. Level this character 60. This ain't no sipping tea, man. All right, Argonaut, I'm gonna log out, man. I'm gonna hearth back to Stormwind. Yeah, I don't see anything. I'm hearthing now. Hearthing. We are hearthing. Yeah, thanks for the help, dude. It's too bad, you know. We shall be at. All right. Yeah, but I'm hearthing. Thanks for the help, though. I appreciate it. I need to get some sleep before I have to work. Yeah. Hey, JP. Yeah. Yeah, it was good to see you, dude. I haven't seen you much lately because I know you're busy and. Well, we got. You know what? We do have a lot of leather. And we got some heavy hides, so we will be able to do a little bit of leatherworking. You know, raise up my leatherworking skill. I do need to.
How are you?
That's another thing we need to do is we need to start looking at. We have to start looking at. Oh my god, we have so much heavy leather. And we've got all this raw greater sagefish we need to cook up too, but I don't know where you at. It's hard to see on the here. Hold on a second. Yeah, you're down. I see where you are. Let me guess. There's a fishing node there. Let me guess. There's a floating wreckage there, right? Oh, you're at the arena. No, you're not at the arena. You're just on you're where the raptors are over there. Of course, there's a fishing node wreckage there. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna go all the way down there to get it. Sorry, it's too late. First one. I'm not gonna go over there now. It's too late. What a pain in the ass. I know, it's totally lame.
Greetings.
Oh. Remy's 2s, rank 2s, rank 2, rank 2, agility, rank 2 I like rank 2, rank 2. Yeah, let's grab, grab spirit. What the hell, we'll grab them all.
Be careful.
I have so many scrolls. I do allow myself to buy the scrolls because they're not really strong. They're like, oh, increase your armor by 60. It's not like massively strong. But yeah, I've got a real inventory problem. Real inventory problem right now. I'm actually going to start selling greater healing potions to the vendor just because I have so many. I think we're going to have to get rid of this sprouted frond. I think it's outlived. It's nice to have because I don't think it shares a cooldown with your healing potion. But I just don't think I can afford to have this stuff in my inventory. We're going to vendor this smoked sagefish too.
Can I help you?
I don't know. Let's see what can we make. First of all, we need some salt, right? Cured heavy leather. I should be in bed right now. And what am I doing? I'm doing leather working. This is how addicted I am to this game. Alright, salt. Cured heavy hide. 73 salt. Man, heavy hide does not drop as much as you would think. I've killed a lot of mobs, skinned a lot of mobs, and I only got 3 heavy hide. That was it. Takes 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. Bracers take 2 heavy hide. Damn. This only takes 1. Okay, let's do this one. Silken thread. 1, 2, 3. We're just trying to raise my leather working.
Memories of you, like shadows on the wall. I wish I could forget you, want to forget it all. I dream of you at night.
Is there anything we can make? I mean, this 16 leather to make some of these things. 6.
Lost in you,
This takes 10. And a Mossa Gate.
lost in you.
Shoulder takes heavy hide. This takes 16 leather. Let me craft a few of these damn bracers. Is this... Holy shit, is this an upgrade? Not really. I'm just going to craft some of these just to clear inventory. Inventory room. This is probably a loss financially wise. Let's see how much... No, 21 silver. Probably not, actually. Probably make money on it. I think at 200 we get thick leather. So if we just do 2 of these, get to 200, then we can turn the rest of this heavy leather into thick leather and see what the next, the next set of gear that we can craft from thick. All right, so that.
Farewell.
All right, 32 gold. Yep, we're 200 leatherworking, so that's good. So we should be able to, I believe, learn to make thick leather from heavy leather. But for now, I'm out of here. I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, and hope you guys are having a good one, and I'll catch you in the next stream, man. Peace out.